Impact assessment of climate change on cotton production via computational simulation. It is obvious that the climate has been changing in Tennessee and beyond. Therefore, it is needed to develop cropping systems that are resilient and adaptive to climate change. However, the influences of climate change on crop production are largely unknown. The objectives of this study are to calibrate the DSSAT computational model with local data, assess the influences of climate change on cotton yield in Tennessee, and simulate the model for cotton yield predictions under projected future climate scenarios. Methods. A long-term cotton field experiment initiated in 1981 at the UT-ORNL with the Tennessee Research and Education Center in Jackson will be used for this study. 3 cover crop treatments interacted with 2 tillage treatments will be used. Climate data for future years will be generated with the weather research and the forecasting model. Relevant soil and crop data will be collected. Then we will calibrate and simulate the DSSAT model. The outputs from the DSSAT model will be used to evaluate and predict the impacts of climate change on cotton production. This project will provide in-depth understanding of the effects of climate change on cotton production in Tennessee and the Mid-South region, which is warranted for developing cropping systems that are resilient and adaptive to climate change.